Alright, you guys, what's going on? It's Gamer here, and today we're here for the finale of Planet Coaster. This game may eventually come back, but if it comes back, it's not going to be for a long time. I just can't lie about it. Gotta be honest, it's not coming back for a long time. Just listen to part 1 about my thoughts on Planet Coaster. You guys know I think it's a great game, but I've just been burnt out on it, pretty much. And I want a break from it. So yeah, we're finishing off the season here. Riding the Rides Part 2, the end of Planet Coaster Sandbox series. Oh my gosh, guys. This park, it's been nice and all, it's been fun, but it's gotta end. Sort of fun. Anyways, let's continue to the next part. I know the last episode was already only over 40 minutes, and that was just part 1. This one's gonna be short though, because we do have less rides. Here we go. Heyo. Sorry. We're going to this area, the medieval area. There's the dragon wrapping around. Oh, I love the dragon. Not gonna spoil anything, but the dragon just might take the #1 spot. But we have to ride Hatchling first. Anyways, here we are in the castle again. This was pretty much the time of where I started to get burnt out on Planet Coaster. I just didn't know what to do for decorations. There was too much open space. You know, I just felt overwhelmed. Maybe I just started myself off too high. But, whatever. If I do come back to Planet Coaster, it will be a smaller scale park. Maybe 5 or 6 roller coasters, something like that. Actually, you know what? That thing's going up the chain lift. Let's ride Hatchling now. Hatchling! It's a good junior coaster. You know. You always have to have the tiny coaster at the park. And it's Hatchling in this case. 59 seconds, 363 feet in traveling. Traversal length is 1,088 though, because it does get 3 laps. 26 miles per hour, 21 feet. Yeah, here we go. Whoa! I'll do a second lap because you didn't get a complete gist, I guess. We'll do one more little lap. Or we won't. Okay, we won't do another lap. Alright, there was Hatchling, guys. I can safely say that place is as last in the park. Yeah, we were doing the ranking thing, and yeah, Hatchling is last. Continuing on, I showed the kitchen already. Let's just go. There's Hatchling though. It's a good kiddie coaster. And before we leave the castle, let's go ahead and ride the dragon. We'll see where this thing places, but all I know is it's gonna place quite high in the rankings. Oh, and the train's going, so we gotta look at the stats now. 141 seconds long. 4,161 feet of track. 77 miles per hour. 199 foot drop. It really should be, because technically it goes underneath the ground. It should be more than 199 feet. 8 airtime moments. 8.4 seconds of it. A lot of airtime in this ride. Not the most in the park, but still a lot. We'll just see how good this thing is. It's one of my favorites, that's for sure. Love the dragon. I love B&M Hypers as well in general. Nitro, I do think it's not the best ride, but it's still a really fun ride. And then the other two B&M Hypers over in Candymonium and Mako. My gosh, those things are just amazing. So, yeah, B&M Hypers are great. And from what I've heard, I'm pretty sure Nitro is one of the weaker B&M Hypers, so that's fine. Hi, lady. There's a western area, there's the castle. We'll be going all throughout this area. I do love the dragon. I do think I did quite good with the theming. Let's be honest, if this were a real B&M Hyper, you want the best. Big drop. Woo! Into the tunnel. Outer bank, meant to be like Candymonium sort of, but just way more intense. Airtime hill. Turn around. Airtime hill. Dive back down. Going up. Turn around. Go around the castle. Drop. Ejector hill. Airtime hill. They always have this on the ice and near the such as Candymonium and Mako. So I thought it'd be appropriate to put on here. Whoa, another airtime hill. Turn around. We're getting to the spaghetti bowl section here. We're already in it. Another airtime hill. Turn around. Into some more airtime hopefully. Going right by the dragon. More airtime. And into the brakes. There we go. That's a good freaking coaster there. I don't know where I'd place it. I gotta think here. It's definitely in the top 3. I would say it belongs in the top 3. Is it better than the Intensifier? I'm starting to look back at my decision. Maybe Intensifier is the best one. Because honestly, this thing is freaking awesome. It's just such a cool ride, you know? It's just nuts from beginning to end. Okay, I think Intensifier deserves number 1, actually. And I think I'd put the Dragon at... I think I'll put the Dragon at 2nd. And I'll put Moon Crash at 3rd. I think that sounds fair, yeah. Sorry, Moon Crash, you got demoted again. R.I.P. Moon Crash. Alright, let's get out of the castle now. Alright, and at the end of the video again, we'll go over the listings of... At the end of the video, we'll be going over the rankings of all the coasters in the park. So, let's walk out here. Very happy mechanic right there, as you can see. You get a really nice up-close view of the dragon. But right under it as well. Jeez, that thing's insane. Let's walk around here. We got a balloon ride. You know, we got some flat rides here. You gotta have the flat rides. But let's go ride this coaster here. Actually, that thing's on the chain lift. Let's just pause it. Look here, the knight. Yep, if you're having the dragon, you gotta have the knight. So let's go ahead and ride this thing. There's a train going right now. Oh yeah, I didn't say what these coasters would be if they were real life. So dragon would be just some sort of kiddie coaster. I don't know, just say Zero is that kiddie coaster modeler? I think so, probably. Let's just say that's Zero, I don't know. Of course this hyper would be B&M, obviously. And now for the knight. I could probably say Gerslar, but I'm leaning more towards SNS because it feels more like an El Loco sort of thing. In a, like El Loco in Adventure Dome, or maybe what's it called? Steel Hog at Indiana Beach. 415 seconds. 415 seconds. That's really only because there are so many trains and they can't get off until the very beginning. It's really not that long. 2,243 feet of track, 59 miles per hour, 117 foot drop, 6 inversions, 3 airtime moments, so decent stats. Let's hop on this thing. We are on the night. We shall ride the night. Ride the night to the end. There we go. This thing has a pretty sweet drop actually as well. Check this out. Woo! Diving under a truck. Airtime! Woo! Vertical loop! And then turn around. There's actually a pretty sweet element here. Go upside down. Yeah, 90-degree turn. Go upside down. Go upside down again. That's freaking weird, honestly. And do a nice open bend turn here. And then turn so rickety. You have a really weird inversion here. Man, this ride is just weird. I don't even know how to explain it. Then you hit the cut back. Just barely makes it through there. And talk about barely making it through. How about right here? Yep. And then up and into the station. Just had enough speed to make it through the layout. And yeah, there you go. There's the night. Pretty sweet ride. If I were to rank this, I would put it below Red Apocalypse. Let's see, the Dragon was the 11th coaster. That placed at 2. Moon Crush was at 3. That means, and then it'd be the RMC, then the GCI, then the Invert. It's easier just to name the model than the names, honestly. And then Red Apocalypse. I love how I say the name after I say it'd be easier to name the model. And then it'd be the Knight, I'd say. So the Knight would place in 8th place. I would say it's the weakest of the thrill roller coasters in the park, but still a pretty darn good ride, I'd say. If this thing would be really freaky, though, let's be honest. This thing would just be flat out weird. Alright, let's get back into Tejid Cam. Actually, let's continue on down this path here. Just so you can see, the cute little flat rides there here. There you go. In case you were wondering, just have flat rides down there. Now let's continue on down this path, and we're going to jungle. Heck yeah, adventure. My least favorite of the area is not gonna lie. Oh, but that does look pretty sweet there, that view. There's a pirate ship there, but you know what, guys? I have a little surprise. We're going off-road. Because you can just see a little light down there. Because I actually built a roller coaster here. It was meant to be in one of the episodes, but then I never actually kept it. So, you know what? It's in the park. We're gonna freaking ride it. Here we go, guys. This model, it is a B&M sit-down looper. It is a launch, so it's kind of like the Incredible Hulk at Islands of Adventure. That's sort of what I compare it to. So check out the stats here. 52 seconds long, 2,568 feet of track, 55 miles per hour, 55-foot drop, 9 inversions, 1 airtime moment, but it gives 0 airtime. Yes, an airtime moment that gives 0 airtime. Yes, that makes sense. Let's just do this. We're launching. Actually, wait, you had to experience this ride at night. You just had to. There we go, let's set that. Can barely see a thing. Okay, let's not set this thing at night. Actually, I have an idea. We can turn on the light. Oh! Oh no, I can't turn it off, I can't close the ride. I can't close the ride, guys. So you know what? We're just gonna let it do a test run and not watch it. Because I can't close the ride because my stupid recording thing is hovering over it. So yeah, just gotta wait for it to end. And here we go, this is gonna be our proper ride on it. There we go, we turned the light on so we can see now. Wow! All these freaking creatures are here in this cave. It's meant to be an ancient cave ruin sort of thing. And it is just meant to be an all-around weird ride. I can't explain this ride, it's just weird. Of course, the manufacturer again here in the B&M. Alright, that's a pretty sweet element there. I did like that. Get into a weird cutback sort of element. Another cutback sort of element. Launch again. Go into a giant corkscrew here. Get into a vertical loop. Alright. Get into another corkscrew sort of element. Wow, a lot of inversions on this thing. Yeah, how many inversions were on here? 9. Yeah, that's a lot of inversions. It's a lot of inversions, guys. So there you go. There's that ride. What's it called? Oh, I can't look at the name. Lovely. Can you guys see the name? Hold on. Okay, you guys, the ride is called the Caverns. I just looked while I got rid of the recording program. So, yep, there we go. Let's click on a guest real quick so we can go back into Untitled Cam. So, click on a guest. There you go. Untitled Cam. We're in the water, but oh well, we can get out. There we go. Here we go. We got some more flat rides here. This one I believe was named Tomahawk because it looks a bit like a tomahawk. Ignore that part. We're gonna go on this ride here. I didn't leave the name, but I remember it's called Temple Run, so that's right. This is the most themed ride in the park, I'd say. It just has the most stuff around it. A lot of stuff around this ride. It's more sure meant to be an ancient temple run by the Mayans or something. Or people like the Mayans, something like that. Scary people. Cannibals, I don't know. Probably cannibals, not gonna lie. Can I ride this thing at night? I just want to say it tonight, because it just looks better. It just works better at night. Oh, why am I on that train? There we go. As you can see, it's a little spooky. A lot of stuff going on. It is a very cursed temple. Yeah, that's pretty terrifying. A lot of freaky stuff here. You want to get out, you start running, because you get creeped out. You want to get out of there, so you just start running. You were walking before, and like, oh, this is weird, I'm gonna start running and try to get out of here. Oh, but you stop, you're surrounded by a bunch of beetles and fire and spikes. And then you drop. Go into an excellent dive loop. Sweet hang time on a dive loop. Sweet hang time. Then you get into a turnaround over here. And you're dropping around. And you get into a... It's an inversion. It's something. I don't really know how to explain it, but it's an inversion. And then you go into a launch. Ignore the fire over there. So you get into an Immelman. Airtime hill. More fire. Airtime hill. 0-0. Oh, awesome. I love this ride. One of my faves. More airtime. More launches. More airtime. More turns. What a cool ride this one is. This reminds me the most of Takabisha or TMNT Sheldon. Takabisha at Fuji Highland and TMNT Shell Racer at Nickelodeon Universe in the American Dream Mall, which I've actually been on, which was an awesome ride. That's a lot of fire there. I'll explain the fire. But there you go. There's Temple Run. Let's see. If I were to put it in a ranking, oh, we didn't check the stats of it. 229 seconds. Again, that's because there are a bunch of trains on this thing. 69 miles per hour, quite fast. 4,800 feet of track. That is the longest ride. 108-foot drop. 6 inversions. 9 airtime moments. So yeah, it is a good freaking ride. Let me think here. Where would I put it in the rankings? Would I take it over the RMC? Would I take it over the GCI? I think it is a cool freaking ride. Would this be more on the Takabisha spectrum, which I'm not sure I would take it over this on the Takabisha spectrum, but if it's on the Carnan spectrum, then it's arguably number 1. I don't think I'd take it over the RMC. I really don't. The GCI, maybe. I'll put it under for now. So that would put it in 6th place, I want to say. 6th place feels low. I'm honestly tempted to... I don't know where I'd put it. Over or under the RMC. I was starting to think I might take the RMC over Moon Crash, honestly. No, the RMC is too short, that's the problem. I'll take it over the GCI, yeah. I'll put it in 5th place. 5th place. Oh, 4th place, I'll take it over the RMC. Would I take it over Moon Crash? This thing is very theming. This thing is freaking sweet in terms of theming. 3rd place. Alright. Temple Run is in 3rd place, guys. 3rd best coaster in the park. Ignore the fire. Can I click on you, please? Alright, I'll click on you. How about that? There we go. Digit Cam. Ignoring the fire, we'll just go over here and we'll ride Cannon Fire, the most recent addition to the park, other than the one I built since you were gone. So we're gonna ride Cannon Fire here. Let's check out the stats for Cannon Fire. 138 seconds. I don't think it's actually that long. I think it might be, again, because of the trains. 2,300 feet of track, 64 miles per hour, 138-foot drop. Similar stats to Intensify, other than track length. 2 inversions, 3 airtime moments. Again, I guess not like that. So it's not the most ride, but it's ride. I don't know if that made sense, but at the end of the day, this is still an RMC coaster, so it's gotta be freaking good. Because since it's a T-Rex, I mean, come on. Well, if this were real life, it'd probably be a Raptor, actually. Yeah, let's just call it a Raptor. It's just, I can't do it with one train, with one car seating. Ignore that coaster, ignore that coaster. Oh, I love the music for this ride. And we're dropping into the tunnel, beneath the water. I'm getting out. Ignore that ride over there. I said ignore that ride over there. Get away from me. There you go. Inversion. Turning around. Up into some airtime. Hopefully another solid airtime moment there. We got a lot of stuff around here. There's meant to be some sort of place in Africa, maybe like a Egypt sort of area, where, you know, there are some crazy people that own some temples and stuff. You know, they did some crazy stuff, like cannibalism. And also, I did change the station from the last time, so I just duplicated the western one. I actually thought it did pretty well for the theme. for the theme of the coaster. But yeah, there was cannon fire. I would put it under the other RMC in the park. I would put it under a GC. I'd put it under this. I'd put it under. Let's see. What was in sixth place? Sixth place was the GCI, right? Yeah. Seventh was. Was there something that came? Oh, I forgot to give a spot to the Caverns. The Caverns would be beneath the GCI. I think after the GCI was Red Apocalypse, right? I just want to take a look. What is after the GCI Red Apocalypse? Let's see. Dragon was 11th. This was 12th. This was 13th. No, this was 13th. This was 14th. This was 15th. Alright, 15 coasters so far. I would put this. I'd probably actually put it under Red Apocalypse, not gonna lie, yeah. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6. 7, I'd probably say. Yeah, the black hole would be 7. Or why did I put Cannon Fire at number 7? I do love the theming for this thing. Yeah, at least the sort of area that it's in, I think is quite cool. Yeah, I think I'd put Cannon Fire in 7. No, I'd put it in 8th. 9th would be Red Apocalypse. 10th would be this one. The Caverns. 11th would be this one. Then this one. 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th. There we go. Alright, so we're on track. And this is the last one. The 16th roller coaster in the park. A lot of coasters in this park. A lot of freaking coasters. 15 of them are accessible to the guests. Alright, let's get it. Here we go. Follow the fire! Yeah, I went incredibly over the top of this coaster. We're going on Eruptor, guys! I went incredibly over the top, as you can see. I wanted to go over the top of my final coaster. Here we go. Eruptor! Yep, it's a launched wing coaster. Stats are 52 seconds long, 3,100 feet of track, 69 miles per hour, 85-foot drop, 6 inversions, 1 airtime moment apparently. That's pretty sweet. But, yeah, it is a sweet ride. It is a good one. I like this one. I think. You erupt out of a volcano. How is that not awesome? Can we go now, please? Can we go? 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 Launch us, lady! Launch us! Thank you. And here we go. Oh my gosh, the fire up there. It's just insane, guys. It is a crazy ride. I actually haven't ridden this since the fire. Well, with fire effects on. And we're launching again to the Enderman. Then you go into a dive loop. Now we're just going around the volcano. We don't really go that in. Inversion there. Drop down. Inverted top hat. So that's just a sweet inversion. And launch. Oh wait, we're back again, erupting from the volcano. And our Immelman, that's just the way to do it. You do an Immelman on a volcano, that's how it's turn into an inversion, like a Heartland World Circuit. You just get a nice calm view there, get some block breaks, and you're dropping! There we go, that's the ride. It's pretty short, but pretty sweet as well. There we go, Eruptor. That was the last ride. Riding all the rides is officially done. Wow. Okay. How come this took 10 minutes, then the other one took freaking 40 minutes? Okay? Why? Just why? Oh wait, no, I think I was in like 13 minutes or something while I was doing the Caverns. Let me check. Yeah. Alright, so this is around 25 minutes or so. So that's a better runtime, okay. So now, final verdict of the park. I liked this part. It kind of got a little wacky over here, but you know what? I still like it in my own little weird way. I still like the park. I'm proud of it. It's the park I'm most proud of that I built. It's the best park I've built, not gonna lie. But I'm sort of happy with it. I'm, I'm okay with it. You know what? I'm okay with it. I'm not sure if you guys are, but I am. I'm kind of glad just to be done with it. Not gonna lie, but we had a good run. We had a good run. And finally, we are going to rank every coaster in this park. Last place. Not surprising at all. Hatchling, of course. Final verdict, as a kiddie coaster, it's good. As a thrill coaster, it's awful. So, yeah. Hatchling is quite easily last place. That takes 16. So, if I'm going to give it a nice score to it, on its own terms, I'd probably give it an 8 or a 9 out of 10. Or a 7.5. We'll give it a 7. Because as a kiddie coaster, it does nothing special. It just does what it does. So, 7 out of 10, I think is fair. We do it on their own terms, though. Judging on, so, as a kiddie coaster, it gets a 7 out of 10. 15 is Fairy's Flight. As a family coaster, it's okay, honestly. I'd probably give this like a 6 out of 10. Because even as a family coaster, it's still kind of boring. But it does have some nice theming, so that elevates it. So 6 out of 10 for Fairy's Flight. I would give, again, this is based on their own merits. 14 is going to be Blank. Again, you know what? Again, judging on its own terms, it's actually a really good ride, I'd say. So probably an 8 out of 10, just because I like the theming. As a spinning coaster, it's an 8 out of 10, easily. Maybe even more. I'll stick with 8 out of 10. I'm going to go 8 out of 10. As a family spinning coaster, it's an 8 out of 10. Because, you know, some spinning coasters are very good just because they go absolutely insane. Like, I heard, the one at Lagoon, I heard just goes insane. So, that's probably like a 10. Or of course, Time Travel is like a 10, but, you know, that's a very different sort of spinning coaster. But, yeah, 8 out of 10 I think is fair for this coaster here. Blank. 13. 13 is going to be... We're going to go with Mine Expedition. I'm going to give it an overall score of, as a family PTC coaster, 7.5. I think 7.5 is fair. Just because it does dragons and stuff. Actually, no, the dragon is good, though. No, frick this. It's a really good family PTC CCI. Well, as a CCI, it's kind of weak, but let's just call it PTC, so I feel less bad about it. As a PTC, this thing deserves like an 8.5, honestly. Because this is a good PTC, and it really is. It has theming and good ride stuff. You know, frick this, 9 out of 10. As PTC, it's a 9 out of 10. Alright, and then, 12. This was 13. 12. You know what? 12th, I'm gonna go with... Do I want to go with Caverns? Because it's kind of a sweet idea. Just having all this... It's kind of terrifying, honestly. And I kind of like that about it, so... 12th, I'm going the Night. It's just freaking weird. It's just a weird freaking coaster. So, yeah, the Night is gonna be a 12th place, would it be? Yeah, 12th place. Not because it's bad. I think, judging on its own merits, it's probably a 7.5 out of 10, 7.58 out of 10. As one of these local things, well, we have to judge it as a local coaster. I'll still give it a 7. I think a 7 is fair. It's a good ride, not the best. And then we have this one. 11. 11 is going to be the Caverns. I'm going to be a little generous with it. The only reason it gets a little higher score is because it's freaky. I'm not even sure I'd give this an... I mean, it's going to be intense, though. If this were real, it'd be freaking intense. It'd be insane if this were real. This thing just looks weird, man. 7.5. I think 7.5 is fair for this thing, just because it's freaking weird. And that's why I guess minus 2.5 points there. As a beat and sit down, it might be one of the weaker ones, but at the same time, it might be one of the better ones. Who knows? 11. 10? Let's see, would it be, I don't want to do Red Apocalypse, but I think I might have to. I think Red Apocalypse was at 9 before. I'm gonna go with Red Apocalypse. Or do I want to do Eruptor? No, Eruptor's freaking... You're erupting for a volcano, that's freaking cool. We're doing Red Apocalypse next, because... It could be cooler, it really could be, because... But it's because the guests suck. That's the main reason this ride isn't as good as it could be. That's why I'm going to give it an 8. It has so much more potential, but unfortunately, guests won't let it have it. So, I think an 8 out of 10 is still fair because it's a really good ride. But it could be better. So, 8 out of 10. Ride Apocalypse, number 10. Number 9 is going to be... I think at number 9, we're going to go with this one. Cannon Fire. It's a short ride. It's also kind of weird in some spots. It doesn't have the best elements. It could have been better over the overall layout. Really, what makes the ride is its surroundings. If it wasn't in cool surroundings, this ride would kind of suck. Not gonna lie. So, that's why it even gets as far as 9th place. Honestly, tempted to put Red Apocalypse over it. It's really only because of the things around it. So, 9th is gonna be Campfire. And because it's an RMC Raptor, even as a Raptor, it kind of sucks. So, honestly, as a Raptor, I'm giving it a 6. Just because of how much better the other Raptors must be. So, 6 out of 10, honestly. 6.5. I'll be generous, 6.5. No, I'm putting Red Apocalypse over that. Frick that. Your Campfire, number 10. Red Apocalypse, number 9. I know I sound so negative there, but I still like the ride. Number 8. I'm thinking either Black Hole or Eruptor. B&M Wing versus B&M Invert. I feel like if it's based off of the layout, I'll give it to Black Hole. But because you're erupting from a volcano, the overall theming, I'd probably give it to this one, Eruptor. Because it's freaking cool at the end of the day. I think the reason I'm giving number 8 to Eruptor is because I put brakes on the drop, so that kind of just edges it, puts it under. So number 8 is Eruptor. We're ending it off with a mid-tier coaster for the park. Better than a low tier. So, just, hey, I wanted to go nuts with the final coaster, and I did at the end of the day. So, yeah. Honestly, you know what? This thing's actually probably going to be freaking intense going for all these inversions, but you know what? So is the invert. So that's why the Black Hole is taking 7th spot. Black Hole is going to be number 7. Because it's a weird invert, but it's freaking cool. Number 6 is going to be... Let's see, so the ones that are left are this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. Number 6, like I said before, is going to be Rickety West. Again, really good ride, really fun GCI, I'm sure, but it just can't edge out the others. Just can't. As good as it is. As a GCI, I'd probably give it a 9 out of 10. It's no Mystic Timbers, but it's still freaking good. Or Gold Striker. It probably is not as good as those. It's probably around Texas Stingray level, I'd say, so I'd give it around a 9 out of 10. So that's fair. Number 5 is gonna be... Let's think here. It's either gonna be this one, oh yeah. I love RMC so much. They're such good rides. That's why I'm tempted to put it over a Moon Crash. But no. I'm going with Western Rampage at number 5. I think that's good. Yeah. Number 5, Western Rampage. Overall, as an RMC, even though it's a lower tier RMC, you know, it's still a freaking awesome ride, so I still give it a 9 out of 10. There we go. Number 5, Western Rampage. Number 4, I'm gonna go Moon Crash. The layout's it's a really good layout. It's just, I think in this real life, again, just how they do their launches, and the launches aren't too fast or intense or anything. So I think they'd be around the McBride's level that is currently out there. So that's why it gets bumped down to number 4. Seriously, if this thing had intense launches, it'd be up there. Number 3, you can go Temple Run. Just such a cool ride, you know? Oh, the theming is awesome. Awesome ride. Would I give Moon Crash? As a multi, I'd probably give it a 9. Probably the best out there because just so much stuff is going on. Has great theming. I'll give it a 9. And this one, Temple Run. It does get a bit slow at times. That's why I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10 and not a 10. And not a 10. That's why I'm giving it a 9. Still an overall great ride though. Number 2, it's gonna be the Dragon. Dragon's an awesome ride. Fantastic B&M Hyper. As a B&M Hyper, it gets a freaking 10 out of 10. This is an amazing B&M Hyper. This is real. And I think this ride's great. It's amazing. In fact. It's just it gets a little weird since spots like over here in the spaghetti bowl. It just doesn't feel the most realistic, and that kind of takes a few points off of it. But number one is the OG coaster of the series, the Intensifier. Congratulations, Intensifier. And you get the gold medal being the best coaster at my park. And the park will officially be named. What do we want to name it? I don't know what to name it. How do I name it? Alright, you know, I'm gonna cut out and I'll show you the new name. Alright, you guys, the park's official name is World for All, because anyone here can have a good time. You have some family coasters like Fairy's Flight, and Blank, and this one, Mine Expedition, or you have the Dragon, that's one for the kitty kids. Then there's more intermediate, the two more intermediate ones, these two, and even this one that's a bit more intermediate, and then the rest are thrill. So, you have a coaster for everyone here. Yeah. 15 roller coasters plus one that's not open to the public. I'm good with this park, guys. This is the end. Planet Coaster. It's been a lovely ride, guys. Sort of. And you know what? I'll catch you in another video, hopefully. But there will be a new series to replace this series. I'm not going to say what it is. It's going to be cool, though. Thank you guys for watching. And bye-bye. It's the end of an era.